House Leader, third party.
Thank you, Honourable Speaker. The Water Sustainability Act was brought into force 4.5 years ago to ensure a sustainable supply of fresh, clean water that meets the needs of BC residents today and into the future. Under this Act, anyone using groundwater for anything other than household use is required to obtain a water license and pay nominal water fees and rentals. Licensing groundwater use establishes equity between surface water and groundwater users and gives certainty to licensees for their continued use and helps the government understand how much water is being used. However, since the Act came into effect in early 2016, only 4,000 applications have been received by the Ministry, and there are an estimated 20,000 existing non-domestic groundwater users in BC. My question through you, Honourable Speaker, is to the Minister of Forest, Lands, Natural Resource Operations and Rural Development. The deadline for applications is March 1st, 2022. At the current pace, your government will only receive applications from 25% of users, meaning that many will be legally required to stop diverting and using water and in many cases shut down their businesses on that day. What resources is his ministry using to assure there is an uptake in the licensing and protection of non-residential water users?
Minister of Forests, Lands, Natural Resources and Rural Development.
Thank you, Honourable Speaker, and thank you to the member for the important question around water use and groundwater use. Our ministry has taken many measures to reach out to those on wells and using groundwater to encourage them to register. We've made many efforts, and we're taking efforts through social media, through direct contact, through advertising campaigns. We've extended the deadlines and increased our performance as in getting direct contact, and pointing out that it's in the user's best interest to register their use. This becomes an important record for future applications on the same groundwater systems. And it also is encouraged by waiving the fees that will come into effect for those water users if they don't apply before the deadline. So we're taking it very seriously. We've extended the deadline because we realized the efforts within our ministry weren't getting the results that we wanted. And so we've adjusted and are reaching out to the users to encourage them to register before the deadline.
House Leader, third party on a supplemental.
Thank you, Honourable Speaker. I appreciate that the Minister recognises the importance of this. However, the trajectory for only having 25% of users registered by the deadline is not a positive one for the province or for certainty that business is going to need in order to know that users of non-residential users of water will be able to turn on their taps after this Act comes into full force. Equally worrying is the lack of progress on the submitted applications. Of the 4,000 submitted so far, fewer than 1,000 have been processed. So my question for you again, Honourable Speaker, is to the Minister of Forests, Lands, Natural Resource Operations and Rural Development. What is his exact plan to get this Act enacted? How many new staff have been applied to this, and what are the exact resources that have been put towards ensuring that this water licensing happens?
Minister of Forests, Lands, Natural Resources and Rural Development.
Thank you, Honourable Speaker. And again, thank you to the member. Water usage across the province is an incredibly important issue, especially as we see the impacts of climate change and generally more people accessing not just groundwater, but surface water as well for a variety of reasons. We have increased our allotment of staff on this topic. Again, as we became government, we realized in short order that the original deadline was not going to be met. And we've extended that deadline and used a number of means to to reach out to the groundwater users. There's an estimated 20,000 existing non-domestic groundwater wells that are required to be licensed, and as the member points out, many have not taken advantage. And so as of April 23rd, 2020, about 20%, and that's approximately 4,000, as you pointed out, of the anticipated applications that's been received. So we have some work to do, no doubt about it. We'll be boosting up efforts to ensure people come into compliance and register their groundwater use. And again, I just want to emphasize, Honourable Speaker, that it's in the user's best interest to establish the use that they have of that groundwater and therefore protect their use into the future. Thank you.